Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's YIN practice. Before we get started, get yourself some props if you need to pause this video. I have a couple bed pillows, throw pillows, and blankets just to show that you can use anything, but it is really important in these long poses that you have something to support your body so it can relax and open up for you. As you find a comfortable seated position, just begin to breathe, turning inward. Bring one hand onto your heart, the other hand onto your belly, and start to draw that breath deeply, fully, completely expanding all the way through your whole torso, becoming very present inside your body. From here, we will start to bring a little movement just to open up the lungs, side ribs, and the outside body so we can really relax into our yin poses. Drop your hands down as you inhale, extend and lift through your spine. Reach through your left arm, feel the ribs open, and then the right arm, breathing deeply and fully, starting to move from side to side, moving with your breath. Feeling all the little muscles and fibers gently opening, releasing, and softening. Inhale, extend. Exhale, switch. Lift both arms up, lengthen your heart. Exhale, reach through your fingertips and bring your hands down. Now reach the right arm up and over on an inhale, and then exhale, sweep it down. Inhale, other side, sweeping up and open. Exhale, lengthening all the way from your hip through your fingertips as you switch sides. Imagine you're lengthening from the base of your hips all the way through the torso, side ribs, shoulders, even your elbows and wrists. Get lots of length here. Next, we're going to move into ball. So you can hang on to your knees or legs, depending how you're seated, and begin to roll. This is a completely intuitive movement, so close your eyes and allow yourself to roll in a circle, getting into your legs, hips, torso, shoulders, any tight areas through the back of your spine. Keep breathing and moving with your breath as you switch sides, rolling in the opposite direction, enjoying the internal massage, staying connected to your breath. Next, we will go into our first yin pose, child's pose. So grab any supplies you may need. I highly encourage that you lay on some pillows or blankets, as the most important thing for today's practice is that in every pose you can completely let go of your muscles, needing no support from any muscle in your body, to where you're totally comfortable and can totally relax, allowing your body to open up. I'm going to start with 2 pillows just as an example. And just remember that every single day is different. Every body is different. But even for you, what works one day doesn't work the next day. So We are always exploring where we're at in every moment. Let yourself melt into child's pose. I'm going to use no props because I really don't need any support in this to allow myself to relax completely. So make sure that you are doing always what feels best for you. Once you find your comfortable pose, take a deep breath. And your only job here is to totally relax, surrendering inward, feeling the ebb and flow of your breath. If you've had your head turned to one side, go ahead and turn it to the other side. Notice if there are any muscles in the body that are contracted. If so, take a breath and let those areas release, soften, and decompress. It's so important as we go into yin yoga poses to have the props, the support, or even the positioning you need so that your body is not hanging on, and you should not feel any pain, pressure, pinching, any discomfort at all. If you do, please stop and make an adjustment because we are opening up the body. And if the body feels any pain, pressure, pinching, pulling, any discomfort whatsoever, that truly is a state of fear, of protection. And the body is going to do an amazing job to serve you by protecting those areas, which just means that it's going to contract and keep those areas tight. So make sure that you can fully relax. And as we come out of this pose, just rolling up nice and slow, coming out very slowly for your hips. And we will move on to the floor now, seated, extending both legs wide. Flex your feet to align the muscles of your legs, sitting up nice and tall. As you prepare for forward wide-legged fold, grab some props. I'm going to show you here. You can put your hands under your shoulders and stay there if you don't have a lot of flexibility. Or if you can go further, maybe some pillows, bolster, blanket, blocks, whatever you have, couch cushions. Get those supports right under you and fully relax forward. Once again, finding that pose where every muscle, every fiber, every bit of your body feels supported, safe, and take a deep breath. Relax. As you relax inward, once again, just feeling the gentle ebb and flow of your breath. There is no need to try to breathe deeply or to breathe any certain way. In Yin, it is truly a surrender to what is. So feel how the breath moves. And of course, if you feel called to breathe deep, then allow that also as we simply surrender into our bodies, into our breath, into this now moment. Once again, do a systems check and notice if any muscles are tight. If there's any tension, holding, contraction in your face, jaw, hands, shoulders. Allow your body to soften and release with your breath. As we prepare to come out of this pose, stay with your breath and roll your spine up using your hands for support, legs engaged. Give yourself a big stretch, lifting your heart, looking up at the sky. And we will come next into bridge pose. So take your time and make your way to the floor, lying on your back. You will want something under your hips, maybe a block, maybe a pillow, a blanket. I'm going to use 2 pillows so that I can fully relax. We will be here for a while, so make this a comfortable setup for you. Slide your props under your hips. Roll your shoulders open, arms wide, palms to the ceiling. Let your feet fall open if this is comfortable for you. And once again, always making adjustments that your body needs. For many, this might not be comfortable in the sacrum, and if so, keep your knees bent, feet wide. And if you'd like, you can let your knees fall together. We are opening up the hip flexors in the front line of the body. So make your adjustments, and once you are totally, completely comfortable, take a deep breath and surrender, coming into the ebb and flow of your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your belly, your chest. And just do one more body scan now. Once again, if there's any muscles holding on, any tension in the body, take a breath. Surrender, soften, and allow yourself to be completely effortless. And from here, as we prepare to leave this pose, see if you can stay with your breath. Notice how relaxed your body is, and then very slowly lifting one leg and then the other, feeling the contraction through your pelvis, your core. Take your feet hip width apart and gently extend through the tailbone, lifting your hips and removing your support. We'll come right back down on the floor. Move all your props aside, give yourself some space now, and just roll your hips left and right. Let your knees follow. Let's release any tension from that long pose. And now we will begin to prepare for our last really big pose. So this is going to take a bit of setup. Make sure you have some pillows. I'm going to take a blanket and roll it up. We are doing reclining butterfly and fish pose. So you want something under your heart center. You can use a towel or a blanket as I'm showing here and roll it up. Maybe you have a foam roller or a ball that you'd like to use. Just make sure that it is a soft support because we will be in this pose for quite a while. And then you're going to want some pillows on the outside of your hips and knees. So bring them on either side of your body. As I'm showing here, I'm going to have a pillow on each side, plus another pillow for added support. And this is really important for the hips as we store a lot of energy, a lot of emotion deep into the hip area. And it's imperative that you can relax into this hip opener without feeling any sense of contraction, protection, burning, pulling, things like that. So bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, and have those pillows under your thighs and knees. As you lay back onto your support under your heart, it should feel totally comfortable, like a beautiful stretch. Make sure that you don't use anything too big to where you're feeling like it is a challenge to relax into this pose. And I'm going to grab a pillow and put it under my head just because I know after a few minutes, otherwise I will get uncomfortable. So don't be afraid to play with your pillows, props, and just make sure that you find the perfect setup for you. Once you find that perfect pose, take a deep, deep breath in, fill up your whole body. And on the exhale, just let yourself completely, fully, absolutely relax. And don't be afraid to make any adjustments here, as the more we do these poses, the more we find what works for us. But it does take a little exploration, which is you connecting with your body, you tuning into the sensations, the feelings, and learning how to work with your body specifically. So a lot of YIN teachings traditionally said you shouldn't move, and I personally encourage people to move until they find the spot that feels good. Once again, so your body can feel safe, supported, and fully let go. So now is the time to surrender inward. Taking that last deep breath if you haven't already. And there's absolutely nothing to do now except feel that beautiful support that you've created. Feel your breath and surrender. Go ahead and do that little body scan again, head to toe. Notice if any muscles have sort of snuck up on you that are holding on, contracting, especially in your hips, sometimes your face or hands. We start to notice these areas in the body that hold on. And take a deep breath as you release and relax, one breath at a time. You are rewriting the patterns of holding on to old energy in your body. As we prepare to leave this pose, stay inward with your eyes closed, feeling how your body feels inside as you slowly engage your core, drawing your navel to your spine, towards the floor. Walk one foot out, lifting your knee. If you'd like, bring your hands under your thighs for added support. And bring both feet wide, knees bent, and let your knees slowly draw together, being very gentle. This is a big stretch, so you can move your knees side to side very slowly, starting to massage the hips, the sacrum, and maybe just taking a breath here, letting everything realign and rebalance. Next, we will go into a twist. So move all of your props aside, roll off to the side and remove the lift from under your heart. Make your way back onto your back. Draw the right knee in towards your heart as you extend your left foot long. Reach through your left foot as you draw that knee up. Begin to rock it gently side to side, opening through the hips. And then draw that right leg across your body, coming into the twist. And I always say here to wiggle and move and adjust so that your spine can feel totally comfortable. So if you need to move your hips, your shoulders, scooch around a bit, find your twist, extending the right arm and looking over the right shoulder. And when you finally find that perfect, comfortable spot to let go, take a deep breath and relax. If at any time you find that you have slipped off into the mind, come back to your body, taking a breath and coming back into your senses, feeling your breath or just feeling. Each time this happens, you may notice some muscles contract. When the mind moves, the body follows. So always take that moment, relax, and come back to your senses. As you prepare to come out of the twist and switch sides, you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like, staying connected to your breath. Begin to roll back to center, drawing both knees up. Bring your feet on the floor, hip width apart. Lift your hips up, lengthen through your tailbone and find neutral before you set your hips back down. And then drawing the left knee up, reaching through the right leg as you begin to rock your left knee side to side, massaging that left hip. And when you're ready, draw your left leg across your body, roll your hips to the right, and extend your left arm out, palm up. Scooch and wiggle and move your hips, your legs, your shoulders until you find that perfect, comfortable position where you can fully, absolutely, 100% let go. Once you find this special spot for you only, take a deep breath and consciously surrender, relax, soften, release, and open into your breath and into your body. Stay here for another breath and just feel how your body feels. As we prepare for our last pose, Shavasana, which we will do today, legs up. If you'd like, you can make your way to a wall if you enjoy legs up the wall, or you can use a couple pillows. I am going to use a block today. So grabbing some support or finding a wall, Or if you'd like, you can always just lay on your back and do traditional final relaxation. If you use a block, place it under your hips at the lowest position. Bring your legs up over your hips. Find that perfect balance where you can really relax. There are incredible benefits to legs up the wall, so I encourage you to do this anytime that you feel called. From here, we will bring our hands down, feel your shoulders connect to the earth, palms face up. And now, as we begin Shavasana, this is our final, total, and absolute relaxation, for it means corpse pose, meaning as though with every breath you take, it is your last breath. And what that means is just in every exhale, it is a full and absolute letting go of your practice, your worries, any criticism, any concerns, truly letting go of anything that could potentially be on your mind or held in your body. So as you surrender completely, allow the breath to ebb and flow, feeling the absolute miracle, the perfection of your breath, letting everything be what it is in this moment. As you stay connected to your breath and body, notice if at any time you are unable to completely relax with your legs up. Just like in life, always staying connected to how you feel, and if needed, make an adjustment, be flexible, do what feels best for you. Coming back inward into that inner silence. After each time we adjust, we move, reconnecting with your breath and your body. And as we end our practice today, coming slowly out of Shavasana, giving yourself a nice stretch, deepening your breath, feeling the weight of your body, maybe contracting those muscles to wake back up. And I want to thank you so very much for joining me today. Namaste.